show interest. Okay. People are going to show interest, whether that's from they, again, see your billboard, they hear your radio ad, TV commercial, social post, friend from school or church or work. Okay. All these different ways they're going to hear about you. Okay. It's all the different areas. And typically in marketing, we say it takes at least 7 to 10 touches before somebody is to buy. Well, today's going to be a little different. Today, it will just be me talking, and I'm going to be going over what we are calling the customer journey and understanding what this new modern customer journey is and how you should be adapting it to help your business grow here going into 2022. So stay tuned in just a few moments for the next episode of the Finally Marketing That Works podcast. Well, hello and welcome to another episode of the Finally Marketing That Works podcast. I'm your host, Mitchell Slater, and I'm joined by no one today. It is just me, and we're going to talk marketing, specifically the customer journey and what exactly the customer journey is and how you should be, adapting it to change your marketing and make it work going into 2022 to go off of what the customer journey is. So let's just jump right in and break it apart. So when you guys think about buying a new product, a new service, and all these different things that are out there, you are going through this customer journey, whether you probably know it or not. You might see a billboard driving down the highway. You see a commercial on TV, an ad that showed up on Facebook or Instagram, or your friend told you about a different company. Whatever it is, you're hearing about companies, you're hearing about products, and whether you like it or not, you are now into this. Could be considered a funnel too, but you're on this journey. And this journey is something that we've been watching happen with our clients and just watching in the industries and in the world and specifically of what exactly is happening. So kind of break it down for you guys specifically. So the first part of this customer journey, number one, is interest. So you're getting, again, like I just mentioned, billboards, ads, TV commercials, all these different things. They're building interest. They're talking about a product. They're talking about a service. They're talking about a company. And you're going, I've never heard of that company before. Man, I've heard about that company all over the place. You've seen their billboards. You've heard their ads. Your friends have told you about them. You're continuing to hear more and more about them. And so you've built that number one, interest. You've heard about it. You're interested in that product and what that problem that it can solve for you. So then you go to number two. And the next one in the journey is you go to search for it. Okay. So now I've heard from my friend and I'm going to go to Google. I'm going to see, let's use it for a specific example here. Let's go for, flooring company. We'll just, live here, flooring company. Okay. Your friend goes to you, man, I use this company. They're really, really good. And you've heard about them there and you saw their ad on TV and they've targeted you on Facebook. Okay. We'll call it Bob's Flooring, super specific name here, right? Bob's Flooring. So you go to search and you go flooring company near me. Okay. Maybe you forgot it was Bob's Flooring. You just couldn't remember the name, but you're like, you know what? I'm ready to do some flooring. I'm going to find some of these companies that offer these services. So you Google flooring company near me and you go, oh, it was Bob's. That's right. I remember it being Bob's. But then you go, ooh, Bob's only has a 3.9 star rating. I don't know if I want to use Bob's Flooring anymore. And then right there in the search in Google, you see a 4.8 star rating for Fiona's Flooring. And you go, well, dang, Fiona's got a good rating. So you click on it and you're reading the reviews. People are like, oh my goodness, she's amazing. She's great at flooring. This company's amazing. All these different reviews. And you're like, I think I'm going to give Fiona's a try because I know I've heard of Bob's from my friends, but man, the reviews aren't good for Bob's. I think I'm going to try Fiona. So you give Fiona's a call. She comes over. She does the work. And you go through their customer journey and boom, you're using Fiona's for your flooring job instead of Bob's. So what happened here? Okay. So let's pick it apart a little bit. So you go back to number one, interest. In this specific example, Bob has paid for ads, has paid for a billboard, has done work for people in the community. So they've talked about him. Okay. And specifically this one who's talking good about Bob's Flooring. And they've gotten through this customer journey where Bob's put all this money out there for ads, billboards, marketing, and they get to there and they go, ooh, they don't have good reviews. So this person, all that stuff worked. It showed interest. The person was like, yes, I need flooring. I want flooring. I'm interested in Bob's. They Google, and what happens? They find a competitor who has a better rating, more reviews. And so you invested thousands and thousands of dollars to give Fiona's Flooring a new client, is how that works. And that is all about this customer journey. And to really win, especially going into here 2022, you have to win in every section of the customer journey. Or people are going to start leaking out the sides and going to a competitor instead of going to you. So how do you correct all those in the customer journey to make sure your business is ready to rock and roll? Well, number one, I actually don't believe is the most beneficial, because you do have other companies out there that are doing a ton of marketing out there. And then people go to search. Well, if we go to that second one, search, you want to make sure you're investing in your ranking for your website. First and foremost, just invest in your website to begin with. We need to make sure you have a good website. And I should do another episode just on website, because that could be a whole episode in and of itself. But a good website, it's been updated here in the last year or two. It's got the correct information about you and your company and what you offer and all that stuff. Okay, but a good website. The second piece of that, though, for the search criteria, you want to be investing in your ranking online, which is another word for SEO, search engine optimization. And that's just a fancy term for the work that goes into your website to help it rank for keywords that people are searching for. So if somebody was to Google plumbing company or flooring company near me or flooring company in the city you live in, you want your website to pop up above all the other people's that are out there. So you are being seen first, because if you're showing up on the second page, they are not finding you. They're not seeing you. Even if you're at the bottom of the first page, that's still not exactly the best place to be. You want to be in that top three, at least on the first page. So investing in the search ranking. So when people search, they're at least finding your site and giving a chance to go to your website for that. And then the third piece, is reviews. People are going to use reviews. I'm sure you guys have bought a product off Amazon here in the last couple months with all the holiday season, and you probably used reviews on buying a product for a loved one or yourself, and you went specifically off of reviews. I do it, I feel like, on a daily basis when I'm looking for whether it's a place to eat, a product to buy, new software to integrate with the company. I'm reading reviews. What are people saying? What are people doing? And you know that they're doing the same thing for your business and your industry as well. So it's something that you should be investing in for your business. Asking clients, hey, I know you loved our service. Would you mind leaving us a review online? Sending them an email, sending them a text, encouraging them to leave you a review online. Now, once you get those reviews, you have to respond to them. And there's a specific way to respond to reviews. So no matter what, always respond to reviews, whether it's good, whether it's bad. If you get a good review, which we consider a good review, a 4 or 5 star rating, always respond with your business name in the response. So I always use Chick-fil-A as an example. And if you guys don't have Chick-fil-A where you're at, I'm sorry. It's an amazing place, sells the best chicken. Okay. But if I was Chick-fil-A and I got a 4 or 5 star review, you would say, hey, thank you so much for your 5-star review here at Chick-fil-A. We're so glad you had a great experience. We look forward to seeing you again next time. Make sure to try our spicy chicken sandwich. Okay. You put it in there just one time, really clean, helps with your local ranking. The more times you can get your business name mentioned, but you don't want to spam it. You don't want to be like, thanks so much for coming to Chick-fil-A. We really appreciate your business here at Chick-fil-A. The next time you come to Chick-fil-A, try our Chick-fil-A sandwich. It's the best thing here at Chick-fil-A. That would be the bad way to do it. You don't want to spam it. You don't want to be obnoxious. Put it in there once. It's going to help with that local ranking. But if you were to get a 1, 2, or 3 star, which we consider those to be bad reviews, please still respond. It's important to respond to reviews, let people know that they've been heard, whether they're right or wrong. Okay. That's a whole other thing. We don't have to get into that either. You're just acknowledging what they said. And here's the big thing when you respond. Really and truly, you're not responding to the person who left the bad review just for them. You're responding for the potentially thousands of other people who are going to see it for years to come, since you can't delete those reviews. So be very careful how you respond to these reviews. Be respectful. Maybe you need to be direct for some things if somebody is wrong in what they're saying, but we need to acknowledge it. So maybe if somebody left a bad review for Chick-fil-A, which I don't know why they would do that, to begin with, that's just mean. But, okay, they left a bad review for Chick-fil-A, you would say, I'm so sorry you had a bad experience here. We want to make this right. Please reach out to our manager, Tony, at this number, and we look forward to taking care of this issue for you. Okay, perfect. You don't mention the name. Okay, you don't want to draw extra attention to it. You don't mention your business name. If I said that in the response, I can't remember what I said. Don't put the name Chick-fil-A in the response. If I did say that, we say, hey, we're so sorry you had a bad experience. We want to make this right. Please reach out to our manager. Blah blah. You always want to direct people away from the platform. Don't keep it inside the platform. Always direct it away. Whether it's an email, message us through Facebook, whatever it is. Don't argue in the comments. That just looks extremely unprofessional, and just don't do it. So direct it away, have them call somebody, but it looks really good on your part. Next person that goes in there, somebody had a bad review, they go, wow, Chick-fil-A took care of that. Like, they're wanting the person to call them so they can make things right. And whether the person calls you or not, that's kind of irrelevant at this point, because they're not going to know if that happened, but they're going to be like, man, Chick-fil-A took care of that customer. It's all about building that online reputation. So now when people are showing interest in a product, they go online to make a search, they're going to see that, man, that company has a really good rating, a lot of reviews, and it gets them to the next action in the step, which is now step 4, which would be conversion. So they're like, I'm ready to buy. Take my money. Okay. They go to your website to buy your product, or they go visit your store to buy your product inside. You've gotten them to that last phase in the customer journey. Well, second to last phase, technically. So once they've converted, you would think, all right, it's done. I did everything. It was interest. They had interest. Number 2, they searched. 3, they researched it, found reviews. And 4, they converted. They bought my product. We're good. But there's a 5th phase at the very end, and that's advocacy. So after they have bought your product, service, they love you, you need now their help to tell their friends, to leave a review, to tell their friends at church or their neighborhood, hey, man, I use this company. They're fantastic. To post about it on their Facebook or their Instagram or TikTok or whatever they're using. Excuse me. That's your next phase. You want to have advocacy from these people who love and support you. And if you guys can picture this, in your heads mentally as I'm talking about this, now that all starts all over again. Okay, it's a cycle. So you go advocacy. Now they're telling a friend who, let's use, looking for flooring. Okay, and then they're going, wait, what's the flooring company? Oh, this one's Fiona's flooring. Fiona's. Oh man, really? Now they're gonna go search online, and then they're gonna see the options, and it literally just goes in a circle over and over again. But you have to get every piece of the funnel working, or you risk literally paying to send other people, your potential customers, to your competitors is what you risk if you're missing out on one of the different pieces of this. And obviously you don't want that. So to do a quick recap on this, because I'm not going to keep you guys too long for this episode, for number 1, show interest. Okay. People are going to show interest, whether that's from they, again, see your billboard, they hear your radio ad, TV commercial, social post, friend from school or church or work. Okay. All these different ways they're going to hear about you. Okay. It's all the different areas. And typically in marketing, we say it takes at least 7 to 10 touches before somebody is to buy. And that's if, they saw your billboard, they heard you on the radio, saw your Facebook post. That's three touches. We want to get as many touches out there where they hear your name, see your logo as possible. So that's the first one. The second one is search. They're going to go to search. They're going to go to Google, to Yahoo, to Bing, whatever their search engine is. And they're going to search for you, or they're going to search for the specific need or industry that they've had or that they're in need of. So you got to make sure you rank really good there so they can see you. And they're like, oh, there's the company. They're number 1 on Google. Wow, they rank really high. Their website looks really good. So you want to make sure that one's also good. Number 3 is they research. Okay, Google reviews, Facebook reviews, Yelp reviews. You want to make sure you are just look amazing with your online reputation out there, because people are looking. They're wanting to see that. And if you miss that one, I guarantee you are losing potential customers to your competitors because your rating is not either strong, like you don't have a lot of reviews, or it's just not a good rating. Anything under 4 stars, 4.0 stars is a bad rating in the world of reviews. And the 4th one is conversion. Now you want to make sure you can convert people. And that means if they call, you're answering the phone. You're actually answering the phone. If that means you need a answering service to help answer the phone so it doesn't go to voicemail, then do that. If you're on a website and you don't have a way to them to call you from your website or email you from your website or anything, like you're missing out, then you're making it harder for them to buy from you, which means they're just going to go to a competitor as well. So you got to make your conversion good as well. If you guys need help with that, we can help you build a website that's going to help you convert people so you don't miss out on people going to your competitors just like that. And obviously, any of these pieces in the customer journey, if you're struggling with any of those, please give us a call because we can help you fix. If it's just one you're struggling with, or if it's all 5, we can help you with either one of those. So let us know. But once the conversion is good, okay, boom, they've bought. Advocacy. You got to ask them for reviews, ask them for feedback, ask them and request for them to tell their friends and post about it online so that then the whole cycle starts all over again and then puts another person into the customer journey. And that's it, guys. It's simple, 5 steps, but it gets people, it's what's happening, whether you like it or not. It is happening, and it's going to continue to do that as technology and all that continues to advance of people doing everything remote. And this is all happening, guys, this is the scary part. It's kind of happening without you even knowing it's happening. Okay, they're Googling, they're going to a competitor of yours without you knowing they're going to a competitor because you are missing one of the little pieces in the customer journey. So get those corrected. Again, if you have any questions, please let us know. That's what we're here to help you guys with. We want you to have the best 2022 ever and have all these pieces ready so you can grow your company, hire more employees, take care of your families, and just maybe start other businesses, whatever it is. But wish you nothing but the best. Thanks for listening, and we'll be here again next week. So, yeah, guys, any questions at all? Let us know, and we will talk to you soon, and we'll be here next week with another episode. I don't know if we'll have a guest next week. We'll see. We'll see then. But we're always going to have an episode. So we'll see you next week on the Finally Marketing That Works podcast. We'll see you then.